fancy yourself a new TV in the living room, in the family room, dare I even say the bedroom, we can do it tonight with a 55-inch or a 65-inch, $999 for the 55-inch LG and $1599 for the 65-inch. Both are on 6 FlexPay. If you want the 55-inch, you're gonna have it delivered to your home for $166 plus tax. If you want the 65-inch, just $266 plus tax. And this is a TV that, as many folks will realize, is an industry leader. LG are the #1. Well, LG and Samsung, they are the two #1, the kind of tied front runners for the best TV manufacturers in the world today. This is their elite line. This is the slimmer frame and bezel. This is extraordinary sound, and this is a smart TV with 4K HDR. Can we start right there? In fact, Joe, right now, we know 4K is the best. Right. We know people want 4K, and people are spending a lot of money for 4K. But everybody's calling 4K something different. There's Super 4K. Right. Super Duper 4K. There is. What is 4K with HDR?
I know you hear some people call it 4K Plus. You hear people call, all these different names for 4K. Well, what happened was all the manufacturers got together and they said, well, enough of everybody calling this is the better 4K. They came out with a new term called HDR. That's high dynamic range. And they said when we label it as high dynamic range, we all agree when a TV is labeled high dynamic range, that is the new best technology when it comes to 4K. So you might hear all these other fancy marketing terms, but when you get HDR, it gives you the widest range of color, some of the most dynamic ranges of contrast, the difference between the lights and the darks. Because when you look at your standard colored range, and then you look at HDR, it's like adding a whole new coloring box to it. Everything is more dynamic, and that's the great thing about it is you will see 4K TVs out there, that's entry-level 4K. This is the best 4K that's out there. Not the standard, but the HDR version. So this is something that all the TV manufacturers got together and said, we need to have a better way of listing 4K because it gets confusing out there. But keep in mind, when you get HDR, you're getting the best of the 4K that's on the market. And this is the best price on the market, even when you compare to what's available on HSN.com. A 55-inch 4K that's available right now from LG is $300 more. And that's the older technology. This is as good as it gets. And when you see the size of the TV, this is a 55-inch, and you think, wow, that's beautiful. And you might be looking at it on one of your smaller 32-inch television. Adam, this was one of the most popular screen sizes in 2015. In comparison, from a 32 to a 55-inch, this is over, the 55-inch is now over 300% more viewing area. It is the perfect TV for you. Know that you're getting LG's cutting-edge, top-of-the-line 4K TV.
Okay, so what does it mean to you and me? It means that this is just for us. When it comes to TVs, we all want a fantastic value. I think we all look for that. HSN now will only sell TVs and present TVs if it really is a brilliant value for our HSN customers. I can also share with you, it's only you and me. It's only you, Joe, and I. Nobody else today is gonna have a chance to get this offer. They saved it for us. So we'll keep showing you and sharing with you and wowing you with everything. I can tell you this, it is the best of the best, and I don't say that lightly. 4K is so important. The fact that this is 4K with HDR technology, as Joe will tell you, the best in the industry right now for you and me as a consumer is this. LG is the most premium brand. People pay more for LG. You won't pay more for LG. This is Dolby Digital and DTS, ultra surround sound. It has a quad-core processor, so it's like a computer when you use this, it's so fast. The smart functions mean we can access Vudu and Hulu and Netflix and Amazon Prime and YouTube and a web browser and everything else that your heart desires. The 65-inch, they're telling me only about 80 now left. The 55-inch is also very popular. I know that's where we're spending most of our time. It's been a long time coming, but Joe, when we were able to present a showstopper for Mother's Day and under that sweet spot of $1,000, this is like the first time ever.
This is the first time I've ever seen a 4K under $1,000. And when you step up to 4K, like Adam mentioned, you're getting four times the quality, 4 times the pixels and the resolution compared to 1080p high definition. Because this is it. This is really really where the future's going. You know, the Olympics are just a couple months away, all broadcast in 4K. The big football game happened at the beginning of the year. That was broadcast in 4K. March Madness that just happened. That was all broadcast in 4K. There's so much content that's available in 4K, and it makes a world of difference when you look at high definition to 4K, because now everything seems like you're right there. It's like you are truly experiencing it. And the other thing is it also upscales all your old content. And I love this, Adam, and this is the crazy part about it. This will upscale all the other traditional content. So if you're watching your favorite sitcom that's not in 4K, if you're watching an old home movie that's not in 4K, if you're watching an old DVD that you purchased 15 years ago that's not in 4K, this will upscale it to put it as high as quality as it could, but potentially all the way up to 4K. So it's going to make that old content look so much better. And that's the great thing about having this brand new TV. It's going to make even the old stuff look good, but the new stuff, all that 4K television, all the 4K shows that are coming out, they will look fantastic. And if you might be saying, well, I don't see 4K that's out there, when you end up watching like Netflix or go to Amazon Prime, they have so many shows that are coming out right now that are in 4K, so you get that available to you. And by stepping up to getting this television, you are truly getting the best technology that LG has to offer.
Okay, the 65-inch selling very quickly. They're telling me about 4 dozen now left before it's completely sold out. If you want the 55-inch, which is traditionally the most popular, at this moment in time, we're down to the final couple hundred. So again, there's nothing to rush about, because a TV is something that you need to definitely consider. I'll certainly let you know when the clock's about to go in and everything else. It is our weekend special, and it is a killer deal. The one big thing where we are going to win hands down, because it's easy to talk about the best name and the best 4K and the best smart TV and, you know, the best price we've done, but for me, it's that flex pay. The flex pay just, it takes all the decision-making, all the hard work, all the strain, all the stress out of it. And just for anybody who's brand new with us tonight, just to explain, when you order this, all you're gonna spend is $166. That's not layaway, because layaway you have to keep paying and paying and paying and then you get it. We don't do layaway. FlexPay, we started 40 years ago on HSN, and what it means is that we split the payment up. Now, one other thing as well is our VIP financing with the HSN credit card. If you're an HSN credit card holder, that brings the price down even lower to like $111 for the 55-inch and $177 for the 65-inch. Just for anybody out there, though, that has any normal card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, you can absolutely do this for that one payment of $166. Now, there's no charges on that. There's no interest on that. There's no fees on that. There's no applications on that. It's just basically HSN holds the balance. So for a lot of folks out there that are watching on this Saturday night who are thinking, yeah, I would like a 55-inch TV in the family room. I would like a 65-inch in the living room, but I don't want to spend all the money, even though it's a great deal. You don't have to. You just simply spend a sixth of the price. And one other thing as well, because it is a showstopper just for us, they gave us the maximum flex. Normally it's 4 or 5. 6 flex pay is like a myth and a legend at HSN. When you see it, you got to jump on in. That's what we've got with this. Guys, can we just get an up close? The screen, I mean, sells it obviously, but can you just see the frame? I just want you to know this is like a brushed gunmetal stainless steel. It's a beautiful product. I mean, really stunning. So moments away from the 10-minute clock appearing on the screen. Joe, a TV is always a bigger decision.
You're right.
But when you can clearly say it's the best that we offer for less, that makes it easy.
You're exactly right, especially when you have that new term that you see right there on the graphics called HDR Technology. And I want to go back again to this, because this is truly what's going to make that experience take it to another level. Because there are a lot of 4K TVs that are out there, but there's also a lot of marketing saying, I've got the better TV, this has got the better TV. Well, a lot of the manufacturers got together and said, we need to come up with a new term, because instead of just 4K, there's better 4K now. Right. They came out with something called HDR, which stands for High Dynamic Range. And this is your standard color palette when you end up having a traditional 4K. This is what HDR does. It's like adding truly another whole set of colors. See how vibrant it went from standard to the HDR? That's the type of experience you're gonna get. Because the standard 4K is on the left. Your new HDR is on the right side. Everything is more more vibrant, everything is more clear. It really handles two different things. It handles the color, it gives you so much more color, but it also hands you the contrast, really creates a wider contrast range, because there are a lot of, what the contrast does, it's the difference between the whites and difference between the darks. And all that in between, that's where the contrast comes from, and this has one of the best that's out there. But the other thing I love from LG, not only is the picture absolutely stunning, but a lot of times when you want to access your apps, the different apps that are on the bottom of the screen, it makes it so difficult to be able to find Netflix, or be able to find Hulu, or be able to get over to Vudu or watch YouTube videos. They're making it so easy. Is it really as easy as changing the channel? If I want to bring up Netflix, I pop up Netflix.
It's very user-friendly with LG.
It is so user, but did you see how fast that was?
Yeah, quad-core.
Quad-core processor makes the difference. So here I am on Netflix, and you might be trying this at home on your television. Oh, did you just see that? Ultra 4K. Netflix has a 4K channel that's already available. You can't pull this up unless you have a 4K television. So even if you have Netflix at home, you're like, well, I don't have that channel. It's because you don't have high 4K TV. This is the best TV. So there is so much stuff that's already available right now in 4K that you're not even aware of because your TV's not there. So if you're looking for that better experience, this is absolutely the one for you. And not only can I access my Netflix, I can access Amazon, Hulu, Vudu, whatever it happens. Oh, by the way, Vudu, we're giving you $10 of Vudu credit. There's a 250,000 movies and TV shows right there. So pick it and enjoy a brand new 4K movie on us. There's also YouTube to access your different content. You've got it right there. Even if you want to surf online, this has a computer built into it, so I can surf online on hsn.com. So maybe during the commercial break, I can surf online, check my Facebook, check my tweets, or see what's going on HSN directly through the website.
Oh boy, we're busy, folks. The 65-inch is nearly gone. Only a couple dozen left. If you want the 55-inch, well, really now it's 7 minutes or sell out. When we do these, as a showstopper, it's always, you know, the usual story, limited quantity, you know, while supplies last. There's no advanced orders. When it's gone, it's gone. Joe just said it, and I do want to let you know, we are sending you the high quality HDMI cable. Normally, if you were to buy this TV, or quite honestly, any TV, you'd have to buy this as an add-on. We're including it, of course, at no extra cost. And we send you the $10 Vudu movie credit. Pick a movie, $10 worth that you get included as well. So is it a good deal? No, it's a great deal. That's why it's exciting to present this tonight. You know, a lot of us, we wait for Black Friday, we wait for the big holidays, and that's why we only save these for big events like Mother's Day. Mother's Day is a great day to do this. LG, #1 name in the world today. 4K, the #1 technology that people want. Smart TV changes your life. You'll love it. I appreciate that Joey's able to guide us through the minefield that is the gobbledygook when it comes to 4K though. Everybody's got a different word. It's a super 4K, a super elite 4K. This is 4K with HDR technology. And if you remember one thing about this presentation, remember that HDR high dynamic range is the best that you can buy in 4K. It's not just marketing speech, it's the real deal. So if you would like to order yours, if you are rushing to get to the phone, again, the 65-inch specifically is about to go. When we deliver it to your home, you have 30 days. Plug it in, use it, experience it, watch your favorite movies, watch the sports, everything. If it's not the best TV you ever bought, send it back for a full refund. We do have wall mounts available if you want to do that. Quite frankly, the stand it's on is stunning. You can just simply leave it on that if you so desire. But I think, Joe, when it comes to TVs, we know that there's been leaps and bounds. You think about for how many years, nothing ever changed with TVs.
You're exactly right.
And now it's like, I mean, if you were here in real life with a naked eye, this is astonishing.
It does, it blows you away, especially when you look at an LG TV, it has one of the lowest return rates in HSN history because so many people love it. And the other thing is, when you look at this LG TV, what do you see? You see all picture. The way they've designed this with the bezel, and that's all that shows up right now. Because when you look at the picture there, this is that stunning 4K quality. You want to be able to focus this when you're having a hard day at work, you want to come home and watch something with the family, sit down, watch your sporting events. This is what you're going to enjoy. Instead of spending $80 on 4 tickets to the movies, you can now get a movie on demand and watch it in 4K from your house on the best quality screen that we've ever had. Now, the other great thing is, when you look at this screen, or when you look at the whole bezel as itself, This is such a thin bezel. This is, again, LG's premium model. You don't see the big thick bezel that goes around there. It's super thin. Plus, I also love the fact that they've increased the audio on here. There are a lot of flat screen TVs where the audio, it's really subpar, and you feel like you're missing out on something. Sure, you got a great picture, but it sounds horrible. This has the new technology, sound technology from DTS. So they're giving you that virtual surround sound that's coming out of the front of your television. Again, when you look at the specs you're getting today, this is not just entry-level 4K. This is 4K with HDR. It's the brand new term, the brand new industry setting for the higher level of 4K.
Best.
You're gonna see a lot of ads out there that are 4K, and you might see one that says HDR. Know that if it doesn't say HDR, you're not getting the best. This is the first LG with HDR I've ever offered, and guys, this makes a world of difference. This is something, a new industry standard they all got together. Look at the standard on the left side. That's old 4K. When you look at the right, that is your brand new that's your brand new HDR. Here's what standard colors look like. The colors look pretty good, but then Adam, when you add HDR, it's really like adding another pencil box. Look at all the new colors that are coming in there. This is technology that is cutting edge that you're getting today. And Adam, normally, when something new comes out, what do? They normally double the price.
Sure.
It's well over $2,000 to get the cutting edge. Today, I've never had a high definition, or I've never had a 4K TV under $1,000. And on top of that, we're adding the HDR. And when you end up watching a movie, and it could be the movie, let me go ahead and get out a Nemo that I've got on here. Well, look how vivid that is when you see that's on there. It makes it seem as if you were right there. It's like it's three-dimensional because it's got that 4K content. And the great thing is, whether you're watching a movie like this, an animation, whether you're watching a DVD, whether you're watching a Blu-ray, your content might not necessarily be in 4K, but Adam, it converts it and puts it into 4K.
Look at that.
Look how realistic that is. And this is in a 65-inch screen. Sometimes when the picture gets too big, it gets really pixelated. You get so disappointed. You will be nothing but impressed with this television.
Folks, there's only 2 minutes left. We're 2 minutes or sell out. It is the only presentation on the day.
Movie.
Yeah, it is the only chance to be able to get it with us on HSN. Again, I want to thank everybody behind the scenes that made this available and possible for us tonight. We took the price down, we added free shipping, we maxed out the flex pay, and of course, we send it to you with HSN's bonuses, the HDMI cable, the $10 movie credit. If you've wanted one, if you've been dreaming of one, and I'm a TV addict. I love TV. Chances are you do as well. It pays to have a great TV, the best TV. And with this, you're getting simply the best that we have offered on HSN. Final 35 seconds or a minute 35. If you are in the ordering process, of course, you will be counted in. Just don't leave it too late. If you're online checking out, do it as quickly as you can as well. The 55-inch is selling on par now with the 65-inch. The 65-inch is nearly gone. The 55-inch, the final few available. Joe, when we spend our money on something like this, we want to make sure we're getting something that is great in return, because we're going to have this for years.
Absolutely, and that's the great thing about this technology. It's not something that you're going to wish, oh, I wish I would have had this, wish I would have had that. You're buying the best that's out there, because a lot of us will buy technology, then you bring it home, and you flip through the ad, and you're like, oh man, there's already something new. This is that something new. This is the 4K, so we already know 4K is the best. Well, look how stunning the graphics are, but the reason it looks so stunning is this has something called HDR, that high dynamic range. So when your friends are like, hey, I just picked up a 4K television, you say, did you get HDR? And they're gonna say, no, what is HDR? It's because there are a lot of other companies that will fill you up with marketing terms, and that's all it is, it's just marketing. Everybody got together, all the TV manufacturers said we needed to come out with a new term for the higher quality 4K. They said it's HDR. 4K is the entry level.
Gold
and
standard.
then there's entry level, now there's 4K with HDR. It takes it up to another level, and this is the best price I've ever had for a 4K TV.
And that's why it's so important to know that difference, because so many folks might find a 4K TV for $9.99.
Right.
But you don't find one with HDR technology as well. Joe, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You had some great things tonight.
Amazing things from LG.
I'll see you on Monday night for the Monday night show.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, they're telling me we got to go. So just before I go, I just want to share with you, if you were